So yes, basically in November I am trying to read 30 books. So this is the second video in what will be a 3-part series where in each video I read 10 books. So I've already read 10 books. You guys are going to see me read 10 books today. And then there will be another video coming very soon where I will read the last 10 books. I'm on the home stretch. I will be reading 30 books this month. I better read 30 books this month because I said it. So I have to now. That sounds somewhat interesting. Maybe keep watching. But also, if you have read any of these books or you want to read any of these books, please let me know so then we can talk about it. I'm in a dilemma. I don't know what to read and I want to read all of these all at once, all at the exact same time. As you can see, the book I decided on reading is The Spell Shop. I have wanted to read this book for so long for so many reasons. First of all, this cover is literally the most beautiful cover, or at least one of the most beautiful covers I've ever seen in my entire life. And also purple, the sprayed edges. Are you kidding me? Purple is like literally one of my favorite colors. If you just look around my room, you'll see all the little purple accents because like I have purple walls. Oh, I even have purple nails on. Fun. Okay. Anyways, I'm up to chapter 10. Page 100, and I think now is the most perfect time for me to update you because I have like kind of, sorry, don't mind the pillow. I have a really good understanding now of like really what's going on, and I have a good idea of the writing style and just the magicalness of it all, and so I'm going to tell you about it because let's just say I am really thoroughly loving this book. I'm thoroughly enjoying my time reading it. This book is just, it's just so magical and beautiful, and I'm getting ahead of myself. This is a cozy fantasy which is filled with kindness and enchantment. It follows this main character called Kira via the third person who has fled the capital city, which was where she has been living since she was about, I think, like 9 years old, because there is a rebellion going on and the library, which she was a librarian at, she also lived there, was set on fire. So she and her plant, yes, magical sentient plant called Kaz, flee. Now her and the spider plant, Kaz, who is very funny, he's very charming, they have kind of been preparing to flee for a while. They have been collecting books, collecting food, and stashing it away in one of the little boats that they're going to use to flee. But they never actually thought they were going to have to, like, leave. You know, they just thought, okay, maybe, you know what, if we do have to flee, it'll be for, like, a week or so. No. They're going to have to be gone for a very long time. So they go to this remote island, which Kira grew up on, and she starts using the spells found in the books that she stole. Well, rescued, I guess. Anyways, she meets all the townspeople at this little bakery. She notices that there is a severe lacking of jam, so she makes jam with one of the spells, and then from there like opens this like magical spell shop. She is very much for the shy homebody girlies because she's a librarian. She doesn't interact with many people. Like her only friend and the only soul that she's really interacted with is Kaz until she gets to this island. She literally hasn't interacted with anyone in so many years since Blue Island. And she also says that she prefers books over people. But actually, I'm really interested in seeing the progression of her character going from someone who is, you know, quite lonely actually, and sticks just only to herself to, you know, branch out and become someone who I guess does interact with people, especially because she's going to be opening a spell shop. She's going to have to interact with people. I'm very interested in seeing that and seeing her, you know, come out of her shell and make some meaningful friendships and relationships because, I don't know, I'm just looking forward to that. What I will say about this is that it is so magical. The writing, the scenery, the mythical creatures. Like, see, this is a winged cat. Originally, I thought it was a cat with a bird on top. No, that's a winged cat. It's a cat with wings. There's mer horses. So with the mer horses, you can like ride them and it's like horses in the ocean. She has blue skin and blue hair, and you know, the characters, some of them have horns, some of them are centaurs, some of them have scales. Like I love it so much. Guys, I really love this book. Oh, and I haven't even told you about the romance element that's written, because there's this guy named Laren, he's her neighbor, and there's something there. Like, I don't know what, we haven't actually found out yet, but there's something to do with him and the childhood, and I'm guessing why her and her family, like, left the island. Because the island people, they're like, why did your family, like, leave? We don't know. But I think it's got something to do with him. But he keeps, like, checking on her, you know, helping her, like, unhook her chimney and stuff. He's refusing to let her push him away. So I'm very interested to see how that also develops as well. But all in all, I'm really enjoying this book, and I'm really excited to keep continuing reading it. I just got this book in the mail. Well, I can add that to my TBR now. Because yes, in the last installment of this video, I read this one. And I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna continue on the series, but then I saw it and I got a deal. So I was like, okay, that's beside the point. The point is that I have finished The Spell Shop. And I'm giving it 4 stars. This book is so cozy and whimsical and magical. Really, it's like watching a Barbie movie. The entire time I'm reading this, I'm like, yeah, this could 100% be a Barbie movie. So if you like Barbie movies, you like this. The way that I'm literally obsessed with the romance in this between her and Laren, like there is something about the romance and I could feel it. You know how sometimes you read romance books and you're like, oh, they do not like each other. They do not like each other. This is just a plot device. No, I could tell. I mean, there was a few times where I was like, are we moving too fast here? Are we moving too fast? But like all in all, I really did like the romance in it. But like with that being in mind, there's like hardly any romance. Like there's not like that much romance. Like there's really not a lot, like at all. So, but he does a lot for her. Like he's an acts of service king. But this book, it's actually just, it's so wholesome. Like all the villages, I loved the side characters. I love them. I think I've already said that. But I love the side characters. Also, the wholesomeness of like the spirit bears, all the cloud bears, the tree guardians, whatever they are. Also, I was actually surprised, but there is like lots of like conflicts and like the stakes get risen a little bit in this book. Like you wouldn't think so, but like there are several times throughout this book where the stakes have been risen, which like if this book can do it, then I feel like there's no excuses for other books, because other books are like, oh no, it's just fun, it's just blah blah blah. This book, there was conflicts, there was stakes. And yeah, like I was surprised by that. Like I was fully expecting to just have nothing, just like no plot, just vibes, but there was actually a plot. So that's good. I also really do love the character growth and character development of the main character. I was looking forward to it. And I'm so glad that she had it, because at the start she was, yeah, but she's definitely her character improvement. I'm so proud of her. Ignore the toothpaste on my shirt. I was also overthinking the link. I was like, oh, he's got to have something to do with like why the family left. No. The family actually just left just because they wanted a better life. It wasn't anything sinister, like, it was just that. So I was overthinking. There was nothing to do with him, and he just simply was being nice to her just because he had a lot of, like, not niceness in his life, and his family was nice. And she did sing to the Morehouse or whatever. I do have a complaint, though. This is, like, the second time I've noticed this. Okay, Meep prefers they, them pronouns. Like, so this is the second time Meep has been misgendered, and I don't know how that actually got past the editors. It's literally said multiple times throughout the book that Meep is a they. Meep prefers their, they, them. Like, I don't think that was necessarily, like, malicious, but is this upside down? Okay, let me just fix this up. Look, okay, I don't think it was necessarily malicious, but I just do think that, like, to not misgender a character. But overall, this book, yes. It was very sweet, it was very wholesome, it was fun. 4 stars. I don't know, there was definitely at the start I was thinking, I feel like this could be 5 stars, but then just as it progressed, it was just down, and then even near the end I was thinking 3.75, and I was like, whoa. I'm trying to be nicer with my things, I'm trying to enjoy things more, and I'm trying not to be like so nitpicky about things, because I feel like there are so many times where I'll just like kind of, it's just, my brain notices things, and so like when there's like inconsistencies and stuff, I just notice it, and then I just sort of latch onto it, and I'm like, why would there be an inconsistency? And I'm like, editors, how are you missing this? Okay, I can say that because when I was, for a brief period of time, I did want to be an editor. I don't want to do that anymore, but I'm trying to be nicer. And for like, there was a period of time where I literally thought I was going to give this book 5 stars, and also I really liked it. And yeah, there's just, I don't really know how to explain it, but just the vibe then was gone as I kept reading. The 5-star vibe was gone. So that's that, and I'm so glad I read this. Like, it was so beautiful. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, like 4.5. I don't know, I really just loved it. So this cat there, he's not introduced until like the end, which like I thought he was going to be kind of a prevalent character. He's not. I really did love it. It's really beautiful. Okay, let me talk about the next book that I started reading. I did actually start The Serpent and the Wings of Night, but I've put a brief pause on that because I am going to read this second down here. Let me put the dust jacket back on so you can see what it is. But I did. No, I already started reading. I'm like literally 7 chapters in. Okay, well there's literally only like 16, 17 chapters. So they're kind of long chapters. First of all, the thing that I will say though is I feel like this book is a self-insert, because the main character, she's described as having like golden hair. That lady, she's got like gold flecks in her hair. And it also says that she ties her hair back with like a black ribbon. I don't know if that's a ribbon, but like it's a black bow or whatever. And she has like green eyes, and I don't know, but like if you look at her eyes, I don't necessarily say they're green, but in this lighting it looks like either hazel or brown. And you know, a lot of people with hazel eyes, they'll be like, well actually they're green in the sunlight. And the main character, she's very much like, oh, She's very beautiful. Everyone loves her. She's so pretty. I'm getting ahead of myself. What is this book about? Also, I feel like this book is trying to deal with like a lot of like actually really complex themes. She's the only girl in the architecture college because she got the marks to be in the literature college, but they didn't let her in because she's a woman. There's like these two groups of people, and she is very prejudiced. She's like, she says, well, I don't want to be like that bigoted guy, but I'm like, but you are. She's like, oh, he's part of this group of people, and I'm part of this group of people, and I'm part of the author's group of people, so why would he want to be part of that group of people? And so like, she's very prejudiced, and she still kind of is, and I don't know if she's gonna like, because she keeps saying she doesn't want to be, so I don't know if she's gonna like get some character development. Well, I hope so. I hope so. There's also an entire, you know, plot line with like her and I think her getting, I don't know exactly what happened. I think it is trying to deal with some complex themes. I think she's trying to give feminist icon. I really do love the house. I love the vibe of the house. I really do. And I love the town. I love how I love rundown houses. But what this book is about, okay, this main girl, yes, she's in an architecture college, and there was this competition per se where the son of this author, he died. He was this fairy tale author. He is like, okay, I want someone to redesign this house. Architecture students, you're up. So she sends through like a design. Now she loves this author's works. She loves him so much. Like obviously she was going to study literature, but she wasn't allowed to. Like she literally got the marks, but she wasn't allowed to because she was a woman. But she loves this author's work. Like she can just quote it front to back. There's several times in the book where she does just quote it. And the other dude in the book is like, finish the rest of the quote, and so she does. Like she knows it. Because there's also a thing with her, like, she has to take like sleeping pills and then other pills because she sees things, but then she's like, no, I know I'm actually seeing the Fairy King, which is a character from like the author's fairy tale book. But anyways, she's now currently at this house, and she needs to look at it, and like it's so run down, it's so just not thriving like at all. And she's like, how am I supposed to fix this? But she needs to like just create the blueprints. She doesn't have to actually like build the house or like rebuild it. She has to create the blueprints, and then while she's there, there's an other dude there, and his name, I know his name. I'm not good with names, and these people, they all have like fancy names. What is the dude's name? Why can I actually not find this dude? Oh, his name is Preston. Oh, now I remember why I blanked his name out of my mind. Yeah, I blanked his name out of my mind for a reason. But anyways, the main dude, he is just there. Like, he's in the house, and she's like, what are you doing in the house? First of all, yes, because she's very prejudiced. He's a literature student. And because the author died, yes, the supervisor guy, he wants to find out more about the author. But it's like, everyone's going to want to find out more about the author. So he's like, well, I'll send a student in, because then that's less suspicious. So, student, go in. But his whole thing is he's trying to disprove the author. He's trying to say that there's no way he could have written what he wrote. And so he's trying to like expose that. Like, that's what's happening. I feel like I've done a terrible job at explaining. This cover is so beautiful though. 10 out of 10. It's beautiful. There's a theme with beautiful covers. Also, I think there's a theme with me spending extra to get the cover I want. Because even The Serpent and Wings of Night, that's the cover that I was supposed to get. And I was like, oh, I don't like that at all. So then I did spend extra and bought from this random website to get this one. Because I wanted this one. Back to reading. I'll update you when I have some more thoughts. Oh wait, that's giving so Beauty and the Beast vibes. You know, with the flower and trapped in a little like cage thing. See, I don't really know what's going on there. There's something problem with that. I'm leaving this on just for you guys because I don't know, I don't like how it gets all crinkled. She's also processing the trauma that happened with the like supervisor guy. So I have a theory, but I'm gonna put it at the end just in case. I feel like my sunburn is getting better because I went on a little adventure and I got sunburn. But I will show you some of my adventure now. I did make friends. If he really loves me, small town call. Pretty sure I just saw lightning, so like, let's hope I don't get struck down. I have been reading all morning and I have a lot more thoughts. I really like the writing style in this book. I love the way things are written. Like, I love the vibe of the book. It's really grey, it's really gloomy. Like, for example, here in chapter 9, morning was the pale grey colour of a trout's, okay, I don't like this word, stomach. I'm gonna say stomach instead. I just don't like it. So, I have a problem. There are some words I literally just can't say. Okay. I'll put it on the screen. That's the actual word. And the waves were lolling gently against the shoreline. Like, obviously the house is set on the ocean. First of all, why does it feel like I've read so many books recently where the house is literally about to fall in the ocean and it's like really abandoned and not abandoned, but it's like falling down. It's like decrepit. Why is it abandoned? It's not abandoned. Actually, well, I mean, typically when you think of abandonment, you think of ghosts and, okay, I'm not saying anything. But a lot of this author's literary devices are focused on like the ocean and stuff. Like, I'll give you an example of a simile. One of my pet peeves is when people call simile a metaphor. Like, a simile is when you say something is like or as. So it's like, not like that. That's not a simile. She was tall like a giraffe. That's a simile. Whereas if you went into a metaphor, you'd be like, she was a giraffe. English lesson over. There was something wrong with this section of the house. It seemed to exist in another world, cold and silent and strange, like a shipwreck on the ocean floor. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, talking about the ocean, the shipwreck. I mean, I guess the shipwrecks are abandoned. I don't know, I like the town. I also like when this time period is at, because it's like, so obviously not in a time period like our own. There's like primitive technology. There's not even technology. It's a phone and a phone booth. That's basically it. It's nothing else. And I love in books when there's no TVs, there's no phones, there's no nothing. Another thing, just because I just have this page just open, but on chapter 9, do you see that she's had these little excerpts at like the start of all the books from like other books in this world? And I don't know, I think that's also nice as well. She's, you know, a little bit more, less prejudiced. Ianto, he said something negative about Preston and she defended him. I feel like there was some foreshadowing at the start because she talked about how the two kingdoms, they're always at war with one another. So I'm just kind of waiting for a war to happen because she's part of one kingdom, the dude's part of the other kingdom. I'm waiting to see like the conflict between that. I'm liking it. Oh, I like it as the ocean's at the bottom of the water at the bottom of the cover. I thought you were romantic. I wasn't until you. Okay, so I finished A Study in Drowning, and can I just say I really thoroughly enjoyed this. The fairy tale stuff, the fairy tale lore, if you will, is very heavily incorporated into this book, which I really love. But I was like, oh, I feel like the fact that they're from like two different kingdoms and that they're always at war with each other is going to come up. It doesn't. But there is a second book coming out. I think it's like, I can't remember what it's called, but I'll put it here. The next book that's coming out. So maybe the war fighting each other will be more in that one. I'm very curious about the second one though, because the way this book ended off, there are so many more things that like, it's like, first with the last line, and then they kind of do something at the end, which like, I really want to see a follow-up. I really, really badly want to see a follow-up. I want to see justice being served. I want to see that. And so I'll be really looking forward to the next one. The second half, I feel like I loved a lot more than the first half. She also does, goes from being very prejudiced to then not, but there's not really like that much of like seamlessness. She just kind of then stops. So that could have been explored a little bit more. Sexual assault is very heavily prevalent in this book. Overall, I am rating this book 4 stars. There's a period of time where I thought it couldn't be more than a 3-star. But yes, I'm settling on a 4-star for this one, and I'm really glad that I read it. I also love the romance. I really did love Preston as a character. I can't say it, and there's another character in this book that I really love. And then just an A. Now, I don't want to alarm anyone, but it is currently the 20th of November, and I've only read 12 books. We have 18 more to go in 10 days. Which is why it's imperative that tonight I get through as many as I possibly can. Animal Farm. Well, this is a classic. I've wanted to read this for so long because Barnyard is based off of it. A cinematic masterpiece. Then we have Kiss of Darkness. I got this book today. If I read it today, it's like I never even bought it. I bought this with the intention that it was going to be an actual book. Not realizing that like the author, I was like, I didn't notice. I was like, Sarah Scribbles, the children's cartoon. It's a graphic novel. The Heartstopper. So these are the 4 books I'm going to finish tonight. I don't know when, really, but I will update you. So, I finished Fangs. This is about a love story between this vampire called Elise and this werewolf called Jimmy. And it follows their relationship. It follows like the stereotypical vampire and werewolf things and how really that would be in like a relationship. I don't know, I really liked it. This was really funny. Like, for example, the werewolf guy, he opens the blinds in the morning and then she gets set on fire because, you know, vampires can't see sun, they can't be seen in mirrors, they can't be seen in pictures. I love the illustrations. I really like them. This book is so funny. People think it's cool, but I feel alone. No one in this world is like me. And he's like, girl, I'm a werewolf. And I'm just imagining him saying it in the sassiest voice in the entire world. Pros and cons list. Eat him, date him. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's funny, it's lighthearted, it's fun. It's also so cute. I love seeing their relationship and like different aspects of their relationship. This was something that I didn't know that I needed. And you know, do I wish that I read this on Halloween? Yeah, but did I? No. It looks like I'll be reading this next Halloween. Would recommend. I don't know. And then we have Kiss of Darkness. I have started reading it. I'm about 42 pages in. The Charmed series, both TV show and book series, is about these three sisters who are witches and they each have specific powers. Piper can freeze time, Phoebe can see into the future, and Prue has like telekinesis. She can like move things and stuff. In this one, Prue, she kisses someone and then she gets cursed from that kiss. And then the other two have to like save her. And the whole thing is, it's about the power of three, but can they fix this with only the power of two? It is based on the TV show, and since this last episode of this little series thing, I haven't watched any more of it. But that's okay, because I will eventually, but I haven't had time really. These books, it's just very addicting to read. I love the bold font. I love these small little old books. It's just very satisfying for me to read. I think it reminds me of the books that I'd read when I was younger, because I would read like my mum's books, and a lot of them would be like this size, and they would be like in the bold font. Is the writing in this the best in the world? Absolutely not. There's a few times when a character will ask a question and there's not even a question mark after it. If you read it, you need to go in knowing that it's not the best bit of literature you're ever going to read. You're not reading it for the writing style. You're reading it for the vibes. It's not like you're reading this to have your entire life changed. The whole point is that they go to a tarot reader and the tarot reader's like, I see something. So fun fact, actually, I've been waiting for this since September, but apparently this month in November, there's 10 days left, yes. Apparently, I'm supposed to get a boyfriend this month. I'll update you if that happens. This book is kind of ridiculous.
She uses her telekinesis power to get a woman to skid across the room as if she's been hit by a powerful kick, and then there's a roar of laughter as she stumbles to the ground. And then Prue is like, you don't want her. And then she's like, get away from him. And then this man has the audacity to be like, wow, I've never had a kiss like that.
Let's just start with this one, because this was the first book that I finished after Fangs. It's the way that I was actually scared for the characters in this book, and I was genuinely fearful that it was not going to all be resolved, you know, the conflict that was happening. And then I had to remind myself, there's literally like a million seasons and a million books. Obviously, it was going to be resolved. So there were actually quite a lot of stakes in this book. Things did get quite intense in here, which I was not expecting. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by this. Everything I said before still stands true. And I'm not going to rate these books just because I'm just not going to. But little unofficially, it would definitely fall in the 2 to 3 star range. I went into this book having already read a George Orwell book before, because I loved 1984. I loved that book so much. So it's not really a surprise that I have also loved this book as well. Basically, this is an allegorical novella set on Manor Farm, where these animals revolt against Mr. Jones, who is the owner of said farm. The animals, they're aiming to create a society where all animals are equal and they are free from the oppression of humans. They then rename the farm Animal Farm, which, that's the title of the book. They follow the 7 commandments of animalism. Yeah. So yes, when they take over the farm, they like kick out Mr. Jones, and then when Mr. Jones tries to retaliate, he brings like a little mini army of people to like attack against animals. The animals attack back, and it's like, no, this is our farm now. And the animals, like they're looking after this farm, and you know, at first like the farm is thriving. They're working much harder than before, like a lot harder than before, but they're working for themselves. So anyways, the pigs, they are the dictators in this entire society. And also, remember the 7 commandments? They keep changing them. The animals are like, hang on a second. What? And then they go and to refer back to the 7 commandments. It's like, oh wait, but it's been changed. But like, was it changed? Or like, was this how it always was? And we're just misremembering. They're all overworked. This book is really quite unsettling. Really. It really is. And the last line is so good. I really did thoroughly enjoy this book. Like, this book is a commentary on totalitarianism, communism, socialism. There's corruption of power, equality and inequality, class is explored in here, so is control. This is a really good book. I will be rating this book 4 stars. As I was reading it, some of the things I was like, barnyard, but I fear, unfortunately, barnyard isn't really based on this. It's kind of just animals that can talk a little bit. It was good. I'm glad I finally read it because I wanted to read this for a very long time and I just keep putting it off, and I don't really know why. It's just, I'm glad I just finally read it. It's the way I've actually given so many books in this reading vlog 4 stars. That's a good sign. And then I finished volume 3 of Heartstopper. I feel like this was a really cute continuation of the series. Again, I really do love the illustrations. Like, a lot of people I've seen have said that they don't like the illustrations, but I personally really do. Like, it's much better than what I could do. But yeah, I really like the illustrations in this. I really like, you know, all little storylines. In this book, they're going on like a school trip to Paris, and I don't know why, but I love when there is a school trip. Every single time, I love a school trip. I love, especially like they went to Paris. Like, that's not like any normal like school camp. It's like going to Paris. The friends and like lots of more characters are more prevalent in this one, and it was really nice seeing the progression of their relationship, coming out to different people and navigating all of that. There is some trigger warnings in this book: eating disorders and self-harm. I am really enjoying Heartstopper, and I'm so glad that I have like the next ones, because originally I was just gonna buy like the first 3 box set, and then I was like, maybe I'll just get like the next 2 that are already out. And I'm so glad I did, because now I have them and I really just want to read the next one. The next one, volume 4, that cover is the most beautiful cover. I think it's definitely my favorite cover of the series. Let me show it to you. This pillow is under my desk and my foot went on. I was like, what is that? Like, what is that furry thing on my foot? Okay, so let me show it to you. Whoops. So the Reaper and Better Than the Movies just went down. It's on the floor. Okay, so look how I love purple. Oh, wait, stop. My nails match. That is, I did not do that intentionally, but look, my nails actually match. That's, okay. I feel like this is a sign then. I feel like I should be reading this. Look at that. Oh, the teacher's mini comic. Is that the teachers that were on the trip? Because I did like also seeing that little thing there. Okay, so that, we have 3 more books down. Again, you know what? Maybe these books, okay, this is a graphic novel, and then these 2, it's like, come on now. But these are still books that all like things that I'm getting off of my physical TBR, which is the entire point of me doing this. And also, remember you guys, I started this like a week already into November. So I've been constantly playing catch up. It's currently Thursday the 21st of November. I need to hustle. The way that these 2 books couldn't be like more different. Like, one is a dark romance and one is like a cute fluffy YA thing. Options for the next 4 books that I'll be reading in this video. I definitely think this one, just because this is a sign. Look at this, the nails. I want to be caught up, which is why also I don't know if I want to save this for like the next installment of this video, because I feel like I might need something, like, because once this is done, I will have no graphic novels left, I don't think, unless something is a secret graphic novel and I don't know. But this is like the last one that is out, I think, because there is going to be a 6th volume. I don't know when that's coming out, but then I'll just be up to date with the Heartstopper lore. I can watch the show. So this is a potential other option, but I don't know if I'm going to leave this until the next installment. We'll see. And then we also have, sorry, I'm just trying to figure out like which way to put it down. Next, then we have Persuasion by Jane Austen. And I have wanted to read this book for a while. I actually started reading this like sometime this year. But I will be restarting it because I don't think I got very far into it. Originally published in 1818. I feel like that's an angel number. Stop, is it an angel number? Let's look it up. 1818, angel number meeting. Okay, abundance, new beginnings, personal power, financial success. Okay, what does it mean in love? signifies a union and harmony, indicating that the reunion with our twin... Oh, no reunions. Whoa, no reunions. Hang on. Hang on a second. You know what? That doesn't align with me. I'm taking what resonates. That does not resonate. Okay, never mind. And then we have... I actually started this. And, oh, I'm going to use my actual bookmark because I couldn't find my bookmark. It was literally just underneath my pillow. Give me a second. But yes, I've started reading The Haunting of Hill House. I'm currently 10 pages in. I wanted to read this book for so long. I've also wanted this exact edition for so long. Like, I don't even know why. Because there's like a new edition that's come out. That's actually really pretty, but there's just this. I just have wanted this edition for so many years, and the fact that I finally have it is like, it's something that means quite a lot to me. Let me put this so you can see what I'm talking about, but I love it. And I might like put black nail polish over that so no one can see it. Yes, currently 10 pages in. Can you do with that? Now, okay, the last option, we're getting closer to Christmas, which is why, okay. Yes, it's a Christmas romance. But, okay, the mistletoe motive. It'll get me into, like, the Christmas vibes. Also, oh, that is quite a lot of text on the back. I'm not reading that. She really likes Christmas, and then he hates it. Obviously, I feel like that's quite a staple in quite a lot of things. No words really jumped out at me. The only thing that I saw was SUV, but that's boring. Like, normally if I flip through it, there'll be like a random word or a phrase that will stick out to me. And I feel like that will increase my excitement to read it. But, you know, okay, so these are options. But again, you know, I could just pick completely different other books. After this one, there's 3 more and 3. So one of these will get the sack, but also the rest of them, we don't know. I finished this book this morning. Like, I literally finished it before I even had to go to work, which is good because, well, I'll get to why it was good in a second. But what is The Haunting of Hill House? This is a gothic horror by Shirley Jackson. Also, if you can hear purring, that is why. And I'm speaking a little bit quiet because it is midnight and everyone else in my house is going to sleep. Now, I definitely want to watch the TV show. I don't know when I'm going to watch it, but I 100% want to watch it because I really thoroughly enjoyed this book. So we're following this doctor guy. His name is John Montague, and he's like this investigator of supernatural, paranormal stuff. Basically him and these girls. We have Eleanor. Now, Eleanor, she's very quiet, she's very timid. She's really quite lonely, and I would say she's insecure as well. Well, One Direction has an entire song about that. They are playing Strip That Down in the clubs. Did I start crying on the dance floor? Yes, I did. Yes, I did when they started playing Strip That Down. And then these random girls were like to me, no, he didn't die. What was I getting at? Oh yeah, Eleanor. She's also, I'd argue, struggling to find meaning because she was the caretaker for her mother, and then her mother died. And now she's like trying to find meaning after that. And then we have Theodora. I love Theodora. She's quite funny. I think she's really quite eccentric, and she's just bold, and I really like her character. We then have this dude named Luke. So he's just a man. Anyways, basically these 4 characters, they are staying in this house, Hill House, to basically just see if it's like haunted. They're there to like wanting to see if there's gonna be any sightings or whatever. They're the original YouTubers who go into haunted houses to see if it's actually haunted, to expose it. And the doctor guy, he picked Eleanor and Theodora because they both have ties to like the supernatural world, which if you read, you'll know why. Then strange and scary stuff starts happening in the house. Eleanor is really affected the most out of them all. The narration is like unreliable because it's like, hang on a second, but like, is that real? Did this really happen? In the stories, like the characters, did they see this or did they not? This house right here, it's quite malevolent. I love that word, malevolent. You know, there's just some words that you just love saying. I really do love saying that, malevolent. I really do wish this book was longer, but I really loved the writing style in this book, and I'm really glad that I have finally read it. Will I be rereading this book? 100%. 100% I'll be reading this book. I really want to read this book, even though it's like not, don't talk about Halloween. It's not set on Halloween. I would like to read this on Halloween. Like I was supposed to read this book for Halloween. Did I? No. Obviously not. I'm reading it now. Well, I read it now. This is the 7th book for this video. I would recommend this, but also keep in mind it is a little bit slower paced. It's kind of like, and it's not scary, like it's, I don't know, it's, when I was reading it, I'm just kind of like, it was kind of, the writing style and everything, it was kind of really calming and soothing to me in a way. So I'm someone who overthinks, and I always get to work earlier, like much earlier than I need to get to work, because I'm scared that when I'm driving I'm going to be caught in a traffic jam, or you know, I'm going to be stuck behind someone who's going to get into an accident, and then I'm not going to be able to get to work on time. And like, that's just a fear that I have. Like, I have nightmares of getting to work late, so I always make sure that it's just impossible for that to ever happen. Meaning I either, like, when I get there, I either will, like, because like I work in a clothing store that is in a shopping center, I will do like little errands. Sorry, I'm back. Normally I will do like little errands before I go to work, or I will literally just sit in my car and read. I was reading this in my car before work, and I got to page 1000. It's 1000 in, like, you know, all the other volumes, so it's like 1000 then. It starts off at the beach. I love the beach. The beach is actually one of my most favorite places in the entire world. It's just so healing, and I think it's magical. See, I don't know why, like, that random blanket, like, that's my blanket, but I just left it on the ground, and then she was using it as a bed when my bed is like right here. It's like, why are you going to be using the blanket when you have my entire bed? And then in like the middle of the night, she will jump on my legs. My best friend, when she goes, so do I. Okay, so basically there's a lot of like massive trigger warnings in this book. Maybe I should talk to my therapist about that. Like, maybe like I actually do need to talk to her. Anyways, back to this book. So there's like some massive trigger warnings for this book. Obviously eating disorders and self-harm, like that was touched on in the last book, but this book, at the start of it, this author does the content warning. Also, we found out that Nick, he's French. He can speak French. I want to learn French. I also want to learn Spanish. After I finish that, I could read the next volume, or we do have the mistletoe motive or persuasion. Now, I'm a little bit scared for the mistletoe motive, because at first I bought it because I thought that it'd be fun and I thought it'd be fine. First red flag, calling it enemies to lovers, and it's a contemporary romance novella. Don't even with me. Do not, you're not enemies to lovers, okay? Are you in a fantasy world? No. What? They're bookkeepers. Bookkeepers? No, it's a different thing. What? They work in a bookstore. I'm sorry. You work in a bookstore, you're not enemies with anyone. Do not even. Wait, now I feel guilty. I just read her author's note, and she seems really nice. I think I can get past enemies to lovers thing. Enemies to lovers. And also, how can it be a slow burn if it's literally less than 200 pages? But the author's nice in the author's note, and I have to remember it's a holiday novella. Which will I read after this? Yes, I got this phone strap. I love it. I accidentally kind of broke it. I accidentally cut off the thing that you're supposed to. I didn't know you weren't supposed to cut it off, but it's okay. I just tied it because I was just like, I'm an idiot. I cut it off. Now it's like a little green fuzzy thing. I'll show you. Okay, so I'm going to try to show you this. See what I'm talking about? Do you see that? That's not supposed, I tied that together. It's not supposed to be like that, but it's because I accidentally cut it because I didn't think it was part of it. But I really like it. Like, why? Okay, I need to stop slurring my words. I really like this. I think it's really cute. Okay. Okay, see, this is the other one that I got. And see this like pink thing there? The thing was green, and I thought it was something not supposed to be attached, so I cut it off. But it's okay because I still got it attached. It's just, it looks a little bit funky. That's okay. We don't, whatever. I wanted to talk about volume 4 of Heartstopper. In this book, or graphic novel, if you will, it heavily focuses on mental health. Charlie's eating disorder is such a big part of it, and self-harm is in it as well. And I just wanted to give that warning because it was like quite heavy throughout. And if like, especially the eating disorder one, and if you have ever dealt with restrictive eating and things like that, just be careful because it may trigger you. It may, because yeah, so just be careful with that. One thing I also really liked was just how Nick's mum was talking to him about how he can help Charlie and like the different support things, and that you, like, a partner can't cure you, like other avenues are needed. So I definitely like that. I also liked that Charlie, it showed him like getting help for everything. I really did like that. I fell over and like I landed smack down on my knees. Oh, look at that. I feel like I'm bruising quite easily, like look at that. I feel like I'm just at the moment bruising so easily. I got like an iron infusion at the start of the year, but maybe I need maybe it's like worn off, because you know how like low iron. Okay, so I did some shopping. Some Christmas shopping. This is why I got this, but I'm so excited. I'm gonna show you. Okay, first of all, look what, okay, this came in the mail today. Yay, my Christmas books have basically all arrived now, I think. Yeah, I don't think there's any more I'm waiting on. Yay, I cannot wait to get into the Christmas spirit. Okay, these two books are still on the ground. Let's put those up there. But okay, first food. I've been eating one of these a day for the past 2 weeks. I don't want to talk about it, but these are so good. These are my favorite. Delicious. Okay, and then I have a Secret Santa thing. I got some Christmas gifts. Okay, I'll show you. This is for my mom. I went to buy Secret Santa gifts because I have a Secret Santa thing tomorrow. But it's not one of the Secret Santas where like you know who you have. It's just we're told, okay, you got to get a present between $20 and $30, and when we all get there, we're just gonna put all the gifts in and then just randomly take it. But as I was looking for that, I saw this, and I'm getting this for my mom because I wanted to buy like kind of sentimental things this year. Oh, almost just smashed that. That wouldn't have been very good. What is that on top of it? Okay, so it's this little like Snoopy thing. I got it from Typo. Okay, I'm gonna just have to like, there's weird marks all over the globe. Let me just wipe that down. Wait, why did I get the dodgy one? I still think it is so cute, and I feel like she will really love that. So that is what I got my mom. Okay, amazing. Then I got some Christmas ornaments because I am planning on getting a Christmas tree. I'm wanting a white Christmas tree to go in my room. And I was thinking, okay, I want some Christmas ornaments, but there were so many and it was 3 for $20, and I was like, I don't know what I want. And I also, I love snow globes, so I had to restrain myself so I wouldn't buy any snow globes. So I kind of got, this is what I got. Isn't it so cute? Because there's another little Snoopy one, and I'm like, okay, well, I can compromise. I can get this instead of the other one. So I think he is so cute. Oh, I love bubble wrap. Okay, and I got this Grinch. He's got a surfboard. There was one with him with a Christmas hat, but I'm like, yeah, I don't know. There's also snow globes with him with a Christmas hat. And will I maybe go in there? I don't know. I'm feeling irresponsible with my money. But isn't he so cute? Okay, and then the last thing I got was this Care Bears one. I actually got a Care Bears calendar from them at the start of the year, and have I been using it? No, I haven't, I fear. But those are the ornaments, so I love that. Okay, yeah, do you see what my problem is? Yeah, and then I got the calendar. Yeah, I got this one because it's got a raccoon on it, and I thought he was so cute. And then there's all animals in the back. I'm not really good at using calendars. Yes, and I got this phone charm, but like this isn't good. Like my phone is blue. The phone case is like blue with yellow, like blue with blue. It's like clear with blue flowers and yellow in the middle. So this is for when I get I want a pink phone eventually. So this is for in the future when I get that. But in the meantime, I'm dealing with this, the broken one. But it's okay because I only bought this because it just matches my phone better. So like this phone charm is never like, oops. This phone charm is never not going to be on this case because I bought it specifically for this case because I was only going to get this one, and I'm like, that's not going to match. So it's okay that this one is slightly broken and looks kind of funny looking. It's okay. And then I also got the bag. I got the bag because the Christmas, Okay, and I take a tote bag every single day for work because I have to put all my stuff in there because I'm trying to be more responsible with money and I'm not buying lunch anymore. So I'm trying to like bring it. But I'm like, Christmas? Yes, I love it. Okay, so now we're going to the Secret Santa part. So this was $19, but I'm not gonna, okay, I'm gonna leave, this one is wrapped. I'm gonna leave this one wrapped. But I got it, I saw it. I thought it was so cute. I'm like, I want that. And I'm like, that would be a good Secret Santa gift. So it was $19, which is why I got something else. I'll show you in a minute. But it was this mug and I saw it and I'm like, that is so cute. Stop. There is a bunny inside it. There is a bunny inside of it. That is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And the thing about this Secret Santa is like, yeah, I don't know who it's for, but I'm hoping they will like this because look at that. I mean, I like it. Like, the thing is, I bought things that like I would like. I mean, obviously this is mine. I bought it. I bought the exact same one because I'm just like, it's so cute. It's so cute. I love it. It's like, I just got it because I was like, that is so cute. There's a bunny inside of it. That is, it's so adorable. Okay, and then I went to Big W because one of my lip glosses that got stolen when I went out. And the perfume and lip gloss that I like was a Ariana Grande perfume and this Too Faced lip gloss, which I have a video of, like I'll show you. The way I've like raved about that lip gloss so much, and then it's just like sold out. Like you can't buy it online, you can't get it in store. So I was like, okay, that's actually devastating. Whatever. But this is for my Secret Santa. I like this brand for lip glosses and stuff, and it's a little keyring. And I'm like, I feel like that could just be cute. So this is what my Secret Santa person is getting, because then it like makes it. So I think this was like, I don't know how much this was. I don't know how much it was, but hopefully, yeah. So I got this one because I'm like, okay, if my lip gloss got stolen, I can get some, and there's no replacements. Well, then I'll get like some cheaper ones. So I got two of these because I didn't know which one I liked better. And then this one, this went with me in my night out, and then I saw it on the ground, but it was all smashed and crunched up. So then I was like, okay, well, I'll get it. And because also these were on sale because also Black Friday sales. So that is what I'm really excited about. But yeah, that's my haul. Hopefully it's a little bit more interesting now than just me simply reading. But that is all. And yes, I will see you soon. Bye! So I actually have a plan of action. Now I know what you're probably thinking, oh, you're wearing a Christmas shirt. That means you're going to be probably reading that mistletoe motive book. No, I'm not. I am going to be Heartstopper 5. I looked and apparently there's one more volume. There's also like a little novella. Don't think I'm going to like be getting that anytime soon, just because then when I miss this series, then I can get it, you know. And then I do have Persuasion by Jane Austen, and I'm thinking I might listen to an audiobook of this while I work on my puzzle, because I do love puzzles. Again, it's one of those things where I feel guilty for like, I don't know, I feel guilty if whatever. So now there's nothing I'm worrying about. Like, especially I didn't feel guilty at all because I've been working today. My room is a mess. I should probably clean my room. Oh, university road trip. I love the little details for things. This book is again dealing with like very serious topics and different like progressions in Nick and Charlie's relationship and kind of the anxieties and stuff that is involving because they want to take the next step in their relationship. And so it's like dealing with that. I love this thing. It's like my favorite thing I have. I'm getting distracted by it, but I love it so much. Okay, I wanted one of these literally for the longest time, and I just didn't know where to get it from. The little like things are really annoying me though. It's my own fault. I shouldn't have cut them. Okay, but yes, this book is very serious. I'm almost done. No, I'm not. I'm like that far into it. Definitely study psychology. Normal people has been mentioned. I don't know when the 6th volume is going to come out, but I finished this one just now. And bless you. And yeah, that's going to be about them doing long distance because the college that Nick wants to go to is like 5 hours drive away. 4 hours and something drive away. But I finished this. There's a dent in my book. I'm glad I read Heartstopper. I'm gonna work on my puzzle. I need to get it finished. I'm scared that she's eaten a few pieces because there's been so many times where she's been on the top of the puzzle there'll be like puzzles in her mouth. So I've pulled out several pieces of puzzles from her mouth. So has my mum. And I think there's a possibility that she could have maybe eaten a puzzle. Wait, but if that was the case, wouldn't I have seen it in the letterbox? If there's any missing pieces, we'll know who the culprit is.
Okay, I've had enough now.
So, guess what? I finished Persuasion by Jane Austen, and I also figured out that I pressed a little button on the throat and the lights are changing. So we're gonna have some fun ambience as I'm talking about Persuasion. Okay, so if you love second chance romances, read this. This is the original second chance romance. Please, I swear, Jane Austen, she's the original romance author. So if you like second chance romance, read this. Picture this. So we have Anne and we have Frederick. Frederick, what a name. Frederick Wentworth, to be exact. And they have like fallen in love. They're gonna get married, except, okay, basically, Anne's family is in a little bit of financial trouble. And Frederick, he is like a Navy SEAL. Okay, he's not a Navy SEAL, but he's like, you know, he's like a sailor guy. Guys, I'm tired. Okay, it's the early hours of the morning. Okay, bear with me here. But basically, yeah, he is like not, like, he's very modest, okay? He's just modest. And Anne's family is like, whoa, 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 no, you are not being with him. They persuade her, right? That's a very, persuaded is a variation of persuasion. But they persuade her to not marry him. They're like, no. And now she's like really timid. She's really quiet. She's a people pleaser, a pushover, if you will. So yeah, she like listens to them. Like her family's like, he's not good enough. And she's like, yeah, okay. okay, that's not, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. There's been some passage of time and guess what? They reunite. Wait, wasn't the 1818 angel number meaning for love about reuniting with one another? And then in this book they actually do. And well, you know, Anne, she's changed a bit. She's changed. And yeah, you'll have to read this book to figure out what's going on. I would highly recommend this audiobook that I found online because it's got like different voices. And every single, like, so often the picture will like change on the screen. So it's like, not like, it's a cool audiobook. Oh, and I don't want, if you're one of those people that's like, audiobooks don't count as reading, go away. But yes, this book explores class, society, yes, and finding herself, learning to stand up for herself, learning to stand up for what she believes in and trusting herself, going after what she wants. Yeah, if you want a man and everyone is telling you to stay away from that man, go after him anyway. That's the life lesson that I live by. The amount of guys that everyone in my life is like, yeah, I don't think so. From now on, I'm going to stand up for myself. I'm kidding, okay? But you have to, if there's so many people that are like trying to dissuade you from being with someone, like look at what they're saying. Because in this instance, it was for a stupid reason. But sometimes in real life, it can be for an actual genuine reason. But yeah, like, okay, the word persuaded is used like a million times in this book. I hope these lights aren't making anyone dizzy. And I hope no one has had a seizure. No, I think it's the really flashy lights that causes a seizure. Like the strobe lights. There is a strobe light setting. Should we try to put it on? Okay, if you have epilepsy, please close your eyes. Oh, that's not too bad. Oh no, that's not good. What is this one? Oh no, this is the one that's gonna cause people. Okay. Stop. Guys, I can't turn it off. Okay, I think I did. Okay, I greatly apologize immensely. Anyways, this is set in the Regency era. I love the Regency era. Anyways, I'm looking it up here. The Regency era is romanticized for artistic, social, and cultural movement among the English aristocratic class. Yes, okay. Basically, this book, it's not like my most favorite classic ever, but that could also just be because I've literally like never heard anyone talk about this, like ever. So I didn't even really have like, well, my mum talked about it, but she's like the only one. And then the only reason I had this book was because last semester I took this literature class, and this was one of the readings. Actually, maybe I think I might even still have access to it. What was it called? I think it was like romanticism. Yeah, I'm looking at it right here. Yeah, and we had our modules, because for whatever reason I can still see this one from last semester. See, Austen, persuasion. We need to think about Jane Austen, feminist, conservative, or somewhere in between. Are we persuaded? Sense versus sensibility. Anne Elliot and the anxiety of authorship. Love hurts, looking and speaking. Mary, Louisa, and Mrs. Smith, what might have been, Mrs. Croft, and Navy Futures. But I'm glad I've read it, because, like, yeah. Will this be a book that I reread? Actually, yeah. Because I'm a firm believer in that a lot of classics, I feel like the ones that I truly love, like, my favorite classics are the ones that I've read so many times. Well, aside from Crime and Punishment, like, I read that book once. It took me a long time to read it. I would really rather want to read that. But the other classics that I, like, really love and adore, like, I've read so many times and reread so many times. So I definitely think that, like, my love for this book will just keep growing, because as you keep rereading it and you reread it, you know, get more things, understand more things. And yeah, so that's the end of that. Oh my god. I was supposed to film a quick little ending. I'm not even telling you how long I've been sitting here talking for. I don't even want to listen to it. But that's that. Okay, thank you so much for watching. The books, they're piling up over there. We're doing a good job here, okay? We are slowly getting through this. We are going to get through this. So, yeah, that's all I have for you. I love you so much. Goodbye. I'm trying really hard not to burst into tears. I just spent the past few days editing this video, and I don't know if you guys are gonna ever see it, because on iMovie, it was literally like an hour and 5 minutes long, and I went out of it, and then I made the little trailer, which you would have seen at the start, and then I went back in to try and save it, and it's only the first 5 minutes of it. So I don't know what happened, but I guess I fear I'm going to have to go back to CapCut, because I still have a few, like, free exports left, and so I'm gonna have to re-edit everything in CapCut, and I'm trying really hard to be calm and serene and not care. And also, I'm really mad because there's this one guy. Anyways, this guy followed me. And yeah, now I can see him. He's just pacing around, but, like, I've got to go to work. Like, I don't have time for this. So if I come back and my car has been attacked, well, I guess we'll know who did it. I'm gonna try to get his number plate, just in case something does actually happen, but I still have some free exports left on CapCut, so I guess I'm just going to have to re-edit this entire thing. I'm trying really hard just to be fine about it. Okay. That Ianto guy, he is 100% the Fairy King. 100% the Fairy King. Also, I don't even think he's his son. The mom, she's dead. They're like, the lady who, like, is hidden away, she's not alive, like, at all. Okay, I don't think that was supposed to be, like, a surprise, because we literally just found out, like, just done. So, okay. I am eating my words so badly. So I've come home, and, you know, I was hoping that, you know, maybe I would work, and then I'd be like, yay, let me look at my iMovie, and then everything will be restored. No, it's not. So yes, I'm back to using CapCut. I still have a few more free exports before the hideous watermark goes on it. And you know what? I might have to, because I edit on my phone, because I literally, when I say I have hours upon hours of footage, it just takes too long. I used to edit on my iPad, but that just takes too long. Like, to export it all would actually take so long, and then it crashes and it doesn't send over properly, and then I have to resend it back over here to upload it. It's just in a timer, so I just like editing on my phone, and CapCut was just so easy, and I'm so upset that they, hopefully, maybe, you know what, by the time I get to the end of my free uses, maybe they might have gotten rid of that stupid rule, or maybe they can do it where you can, like, watch and edit. See, I'm thinking, my brain's all scrambled. I can, like, maybe you can watch a ad and then you don't have to have the hideous watermark, because I don't know how bad the watermark even is. No, it is pretty bad, so I will never do that. But I'm really scared to use iMovie again, and I looked it up, and the same thing actually happened, because I was just like, to so many other people being like, I spent so long editing this. I spent 20 hours. I don't want to think about it, okay? I don't want to think about it. So this version of this video is going to be edited nowhere near as much. And also, because, like, literally there's going to be hardly anything, because I have struggled immensely, okay? Because tonight I was just supposed to have fun going to my Secret Santa thing, my work, my Christmas dinner party, and then going out with my friends. Like, that is what my plan was. And then now and to have this already uploaded. But it was just really making that trailer. And also, I'm going to now insert the full trailer because the real trailer took so long. So I'm going to insert like the full trailer at the end so then you guys can see the full version of it. But I had to cut it down at the start because I was getting bored. I'm like, quick, come on, let's go. So I will show you the full version of the trailer, like after I finish ranting. But I can't believe it. So I'm back to using CapCut again. iMovie was always so good. That's never happened to me ever. And actually, now that I think about it, because I had different YouTube channels before this one, but I have literally been posting on YouTube since I was 15 years old. And I used iMovie for such a long time, and I never had any problems. Yet, for whatever reason, this time it just happened to do that. And it was just, I only had those 5 minutes of footage. That's why at the start, if the footage is maybe a little bit tiny bit grainy, it's because I saved it from iMovie, and then I'm inserting it into CapCut right now, and then I'm going to have to export this, and then when that is uploaded onto YouTube, then it's gonna, make things a bit fuzzy. But I'm sorry, not the first 5 minutes. Like, so you have the trailer, and then you have the purple me talking. After the purple me talking, there's like that minute where it's a spell shop, and you'll see some iMovie edits. Yeah, that's all that's saved. But any pictures took so long. It just, you guys, I'm sorry, okay? And I was supposed to be reading right now. What could I have been reading? Am I even gonna get this challenge done? Like, I think I am. Maybe. I'm hoping I am. I think just the next few days, I just need to, like, be reading a lot. Like, reading a lot. Maybe I need to have some audiobooks. When does my audiobook listening hours on Spotify resets on the 23rd? It's the 23rd today. Okay, this could be good. I have an hour left. I didn't realize that. I think I'm just going to have to really lock in, but I'm not looking forward to having to re-edit this entire video. And I haven't started it yet. So it's currently 4:23 p.m. Saturday, the 23rd of November. And I don't know when I'm going to get this uploaded because also there's different like time zones. I don't know when I'm going to get this uploaded. I am really hoping maybe by tomorrow night. Maybe tomorrow night I can get this uploaded. Thankfully, like I still have all the files, and hopefully things will be a bit more smoother this time around because, well, on iMovie, CapCut is very seamless. iMovie is not. You've got to jump through about 10 million hoops to add captions and do a whole bunch of things. So I'm very disappointed because I just don't know what happened, but it's not like I had to say, like I've been editing little bit by bit, like all week. And the only reason I know how I spent 20 hours was because I went through my screen time and went through iMovie and saw how much, like not including the day where I posted the other video of this challenge. And I went through and I looked and I counted up all the hours, and it's about 20 hours worth of editing. And like it was over the days, obviously. And just the fact that like it just was all gone, I'm just like, how is that even possible? Because I was leaving the app. Like for when I was editing on Wednesday or whatever, when I left the app, I cleared all the apps, so I go back in and it was all perfectly fine. But then today when I just went to export, it only had the first 5 minutes, which I did edited ages ago. So I'm a little bit like annoyed because I'm just like, how did this even happen? Like I didn't delete any videos, obviously, because I still have them because I have to re-edit it. So like obviously no videos are deleted. And I'm just upset. I'm not as upset, I'm just annoyed. Like I'm in shock, but I was really hoping that I was just gonna get a miracle, and I think I'm still holding out for a miracle. It's not gonna happen. So I just need to, I've got so much I need to do. I have so much I need to do right now. This was just not my plan. This was not the plan, and I'm just, it wasn't the plan. It wasn't the plan. It's okay. There must have been a reason why that was all deleted. I don't know what reason it is, out of just being really annoying. I don't know what the possible reason was. I don't know. Okay, I'm going. I don't know how long I ranted for. I should not be adding any more editing time onto this. But yes, you will see the full trailer, and it's thing that I'm really, really annoyed. I'm so annoyed. Why did it all delete? This has never happened. This is when I used it when I was 15 and 16 and 17 and even when I was 18 and even when I used iMovie little bits. That in all the years, and yet this when I just needed it to be uploaded. That was my plan. to have it saved and uploaded because it takes so long uploading. So I'm just going to have it uploading just while I'm working and just like have my... No, I don't know why. Guys, I'm upset. I'm irritated and I'm annoyed. So I'm going to stop talking about this because, you know, whatever. But I'm irritated. Oh, and I have so much I've got to do, okay? Like, you can see the purple. I took this is the screen recording of what my iMovie looks like, right? But you can see that where the purple thing is. That's from the start. But when you go in, it's not there. Like, you can see it. So I don't know what happened.